Hello and welcome to another episode of Double Barrel Gaming. I'm your host, MrBooMStickXL, and on today's breaking news video, new information has been revealed regarding the Resident Evil 2 remake. Once again, on the 4chan forums, an anonymous poster leaked new, detailed information, and we're going to break it down right now. Like I explained in the last video, please take this latest leak with a grain of salt. The details on this seem to be precise, and they are a follow-up to the first post I did on Friday. Again, if any of this is true, we're going to be in for a great game. According to the anonymous poster, he wanted to clear some things up regarding the leak. The Resident Evil 2 is a reimagining and not a remake. He refuses to call it that. He claims that the Resident Evil 2 was taking a little longer due to Capcom wanting to finish Monster Hunter World that just released on Friday. He also states that while both Leon and Claire will meet with Mr. X, he will only stalk Leon S. Kennedy. A new female liquor character will be the creature stalking Claire Redfield throughout the entire game. Just like the original, it will be a one-hit kill for either character should you get caught by them. In the original leak, it suggested that the alligator scene was cut, but the entire encounter is there, only when and where has been changed from the original version. Raccoon City has been vastly expanded and redesigned from the ground up. This is due to Leon and Claire both having campaign missions before reaching the RPD headquarters. One of the small changes is that Leon will meet Robert Kendo, the gun shop owner, while Claire will not. New cutscenes will appear but are not pre-rendered. It's safe to assume that Capcom will use the in-game engine. Enemies will drop goodies upon their deaths, very similar to Resident Evil 7. Newer enemies with riot gear will be harder to take down and require well-placed shots to their weak points. Crimson Heads were due to appear but were cut early in development. The RPD station, sewers, marshalling yards, and labs have been expanded upon with new areas. There are new puzzles and a host of new weapons to use. The giant plant sequence will be a boss battle after it grabs Sherry Birkin, forcing Claire to run up and down stairs instead of climbing a ladder like the original. The poster suggests that each campaign segment will be about an hour or so long, and like the original, there'll be a bunch of backtracking. He also states that DLC may be planned for Ada Wong and Hunk on how they escape Raccoon City. The anonymous poster also claims that the release date for Resident Evil 2 Remake is September 28th and that an announcement will be happening at E3 2018. There is certainly a lot to unpack here. I will be posting any updates I get my hands on in the future. I will also post a link to where I found the updated info in the show notes below. Now for today's community spotlight, and that person is Sobski. If that name rings a bell, it's because you've listened to the Dazcast, where you can find Sobski and UK Dazarus every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sobski started gaming at the age of 4 in 2001 with the Sega Dreamcast. The thing I find funny with this information is that while he was 4 in 2001, I was 31. Yikes. When speaking to Sobski, he declared the Sega Dreamcast as his favorite gaming console of all time because it was his first home console he ever played. He recalls playing for hours at a time, great memories he'll never forget. One of his greatest gaming moments of all time came when he beat his older brother at Street Fighter III Third Strike for the first time. It's something that he'll never let his brother forget. When asked what his game of the year for 2017 was, he said with absolute confidence, Assassin's Creed Origins. For Sobski, Mass Effect Andromeda came in at a very close second, regardless of what the fans or the reviewers had to say about the game. He has high hopes for 2018 and beyond, and he's looking forward to Crackdown 3 along with the inevitable Fable reboot. Sobski also can't wait to play Shenmue 3 on the PlayStation 4 whenever they release it. His uncontrollable excitement for Shenmue 3 for the PlayStation 4 has a lot to do with him owning a Sega Dreamcast where the Shenmue series was born. It turns out Shenmue was one of his favorite games on that console. Here are a few of his favorite podcasts that he listens to each and every week, and they are The Next Podcast, Coffee, Casuals, and Consoles, and The Game Buffet, as well as The Dazcast. And he explains that the reason those last two are his favorite is because he's a host on both of them. Sobski, like many gamers today, look to YouTube for information, and these are some of the people he enjoys following: Boogie2988, Fanhas, Happy Console Gamer, IFL TV, and Review Tech USA. Sobski doesn't currently have a YouTube channel but plans to make that happen. Please be on the lookout for when that launches sometime in the future. For someone so young, Sobski has a good handle on the gaming landscape and brings a different look and feel to the Dazcast every episode he's on. Please consider following him on Twitter at Sobski117. Thanks again for tuning in for the Resident Evil 2 Remake update and also today's Community Spotlight. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and also consider subscribing to the channel. Have an awesome day.